bunch of intriguing games to talk about. To me, the best one, San Francisco and Dallas.
Oh, my gosh.
Right? 49ers have ended the Dallas playoff hopes the last couple of years. Dallas looks so impressive in handing Bill Belichick the worst loss of his coaching career. How do you see this one?
Yeah, it'll be really interesting because I think Dallas, defensively, they're just totally solid. They're a really good football team on the defensive side of the ball. But so is San Francisco. I think San Francisco's more of a complete team. I think the big thing for me is how do you handle San Francisco's run game, all their motions, all the shifts that they do to get their guys running starts and get their guys opportunities to outflank the defense. And really some of that stuff, Mike, when you start motioning and shifting guys and then motioning them across and the timing of the snap count, when you're doing that stuff, all you're really doing is trying to gain an 8-inch advantage for an offensive lineman, right? If all of a sudden you would normally be lined up here and I'm trying to come off on an angle on you to get you at the second level, a linebacker, for instance, and now all of a sudden I get you shifted 8 inches that way. Well, guess what? I've just increased my level of angle to get you blocked, and that gets my running back at that second level to where, all of a sudden Christian McCaffrey can, do the hurdle over somebody or Deebo Samuel can run over you. So their ability to use their shifts, to use their motions, to time up their snap count with their speed, with their motions, and with their shifts, they're the best in the league, and it's something that everybody tries to copy, but they're so good at it. And then you've got Brock Purdy, who he was 20 of 21 the other day. I mean, just incredible efficiency. He's the highest rated quarterback in the National Football League right now on those, whatever those analytic ratings are, QBR or RBQs or BBBQs, which are delicious. Like whatever, your Q is.
You're not a big fan of analytics, are you?
No, because analytics has never made a tackle. It's never thrown a block. Analytics math has never, I get it. You give me the numbers, but you still have to have guys that have nutsack make decisions. You know what I'm saying?
There's no analytics for nutsack, huh?
No. I mean, you can send me some numbers without nutsack behind them, but I want to know who the quarterback is on the other side. I want to know what the situation is. I want to, and then I want to know how my team is feeling. How they're going to respond if we don't make it. How will they respond if we do make it? What's the momentum shift? All that kind of stuff. That still has to be made by people with nutsack. So, what you've learned here today: analytics, no nutsack. Decisions by people in charge, nutsack. That's what you need to know.
Folks, old man yelling at clouds right here.
No. Just guy that's right.
So I saw a national article that suggested that Kyle Shanahan and Mike McDaniel are like rewriting what NFL offenses look like. Is it that next level when it comes to what Kyle Shanahan is doing? Or is there a lot of old school elements to what they're doing that just a lot of people maybe don't see, overlook, and thinking that, wow, this is something that the NFL has never seen before?
Yeah, I think there's a ton of old school elements in it with a kind of a new school twist, if you will. And I think the big thing is how can we dominate a line of scrimmage without the most dominant players on the line of scrimmage? Now, defensively, I think they just got unbelievable talent up front, with Bosa and all the different guys, Armstead, all the different guys they have. They've got really great talent. And that's great on the defensive side of the ball. I would argue that offensively, like they play really well together, but I would not hesitate to say I don't know that they're the most talented group. But again, that's where coaching comes in. That's where those shifts and those motions and getting a guy on the run and getting him with the ball in a little bit more space and setting up the block so that you can circle the defense so that you can get on the edge of the defense and set those things up. That's where your coaching comes in. That's where all those formations come in. That's where that motion comes in. And then the overall toughness of your football team. Like that's where they win a lot of their games because you watch them. I mean, yards after catch, yards after contact. Like I have no idea what the numbers say, but I know what my eyes tell me, and they have to be one of the top teams in the National Football League when it comes to yards after first contact. Whether it's Deebo Samuel, whether it's Kittle, whether it's
McCaffrey,
Juice, whether it's him. I tell you what, the other guy that came in and was a guy that was a bit ridiculed and a guy that was made an example of at times under Kyle Shanahan has become one of the top receivers in Brandon Ayuk. So they have got just a toughness, just an attitude about the way they play that I think makes them probably the best team in the National Football League.
So in talking about this San Francisco-Dallas matchup, you like the completeness of the 49ers. Mm-hmm. That implies that Dallas is not as complete.
Right.
Where are they incomplete?
Well, I think inconsistency on offense, inconsistency from the quarterback position, inconsistency just the way they run things. I just don't think when it comes to saying, hey, we're going to out-scheme you, I don't think Dallas necessarily out-schemes you. I think San Francisco out-schemes you with a physical nature. So they put that physicality together with scheme. And I think that's where Dallas lacks. I think you'll get enough of an advantage under Kyle Shanahan where they, eliminate, Micah Parsons is he's a huge player. Through formation, through motion, through other things, I think they'll limit his effectiveness. They'll have a great plan for him where I just don't think a lot of people, I think you have to have an identity, but also with that identity, you have to be able to also game plan around people that are problems. And that dude's a problem, and he's as good as there is in the league right now. So I just think that when you talk about the next level coaching, I think that Kyle Shanahan is that guy. But I will tell you this: defensively, when you talk Dallas, Dan Quinn is a phenomenal coach as well. So it should be a great matchup.
Looking forward to that one.